We're in the city of Dunsmuir, northern part of California, and we're out here at Railroad Park Resort. Mark, tell us about this place.
Well, this place was founded in 1968. It consists of Caboose lodging, cabins, an RV park, as well as tent camping, a full restaurant, 48 acres. My wife and I acquired the property about 7 months ago, and we're new owners here, but this place has an over 50-year legacy.
So first of all, tell me about Dunsmuir. Where is it, in relation to the state of California?
Northern California, between Redding and Mount Shasta. Dunsmuir started out being a railroad town. Mm-hmm. It was a great little railroad town, and really happening back in the 50s and earlier, when steam trains were the big thing. And when diesel trains came into play, the steam trains were kind of out, and Dunsmuir sort of slowed down. So now it's more of a tourist destination. Dunsmuir really was the hub for steam engines. They repaired them, they hooked them up to the trains, extra steam engines, so they could push them up to Mount Shasta. In fact, Dunsmuir used to be called Pusher.
Oh, okay.
Before it was Dunsmuir. And what happened was Mr. Dunsmuir came down from the north, I think from Canada actually, and he went to the city and said, if you will rename your city Dunsmuir, I will provide you with a fountain, much like this fountain that we have right over here.
Oh, so there's not an accident that this is here then, right?
Well, this is not a replica, but it's close actually.
Sure.
So the city said, okay, we're Dunsmuir now, and they got a fountain.
Good trade. You said that this place has been here for over 50 years.
Yeah.
You're recent owners. How did a place like this start where you can sleep in a caboose?
The idea was there was a developer that wanted to build a museum, a transportation museum.
Mm-hmm.
So he imported and acquired some things like a locomotive and some cabooses and a few other pieces that are around here, the older pieces. And he brought them to the property. It really never took off. For some reason, financially it fell apart. So the stuff was just kind of sitting here on the property until Willie and Alberta Murphy came along. They owned a motel in Dunsmuir, and they saw an opportunity to build a caboose lodging place here. So they acquired the property and everything that was on it, and they started adding more cabooses.
Wow.
And now we have 22 cabooses that are lodging units and one boxcar that's a lodging unit.
Tell me about this right over here.
So this is a Southern Pacific Pullman car that came here as part of the museum, as well as this Wells Fargo Express car and that caboose that is really the restrooms for the restaurant.
Okay.
And they all came here about the same time for the museum, with the idea that it would be part of the museum, including that snowplow that's on the front.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's the snowplow, yeah, a Russell plow. And they all came from McLeod River Railway.
Okay.
And so in the early 1960s.
So it's no longer a museum?
It's no longer a museum, it's a restaurant now, but it has a lot of museum quality pieces inside. So we still sort of consider it a museum.
Can we go check it out?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Cool. We're in the club car?
We're in the club car of the restaurant.
Wow.
So the restaurant is made up of 9 rail cars altogether, and everything's on rails. They're all put together in a very ingenious way.
You know, how many people can sit here in the
We
restaurant?
can fit about 75 people
Oh, wow.
at one time. We serve breakfast and dinner.
Okay.
7 days a week, no lunch. Everyone seems to come and go do their thing at lunchtime, and so we don't have a lot of people on grounds at lunch.
Some of the pictures on the wall are fascinating.
Yes, these are historical photos, mostly from the Dunsmuir area, and mostly railroad photos. All the decorations in the cars came either from the museum when it originally started, or have been collected over the years, and they're all period era decorations, and so we are really kind of a museum.
Mark, this has got to be one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen. What are we looking at up there?
So that is the Castle Crags. And every morning when I get up, I look at the Castle Crags and it looks different every time. And it's always gorgeous.
That's amazing.
So it is actually part state park, part national forest land. The next exit down is how you access the state park.
So we're surrounded by all these cabooses. I mean, the first question I would have is why a caboose?
Cabooses went out of style to be on trains when they implemented camera systems and systems that were more modern. And so cabooses became available back when this place was getting started, and they were inexpensive to get.
Sure.
And so they were acquired and brought here.
What's the function, or what was the function of a caboose?
So the caboose had several functions. One of the functions was so the conductor or whoever was in charge of the train could ride in the caboose and see the entire train. Some cabooses have bay windows like this one, so they can look out and see up front.
You walk up, so this is the side windows right here?
Right, this is a bay window caboose.
Ah.
And some cabooses have cupolas that stick up off the top of them, like
oh yeah, like
that
these
one
right there. Okay.
And that way they can get a view of the entire train. They were also served as offices for the train crew. They served as the restrooms for the train crew. They served as the place that the train crew could sleep. But trains, when diesel locomotives took over, they really didn't need as big crew anymore. So they stopped using cabooses. This is one of our family units.
Right through here? Okay. When you say a family unit, like how
So
many people can this hold?
This will sleep 5 people.
5 people, wow. This holds 5.
Yeah, holds 5 people.
Oh, wow.
And each of our cabooses has air conditioning and heat. Each of them has full bathroom, microwave, coffee maker, refrigerator, television, cable TV. Most of our units are just for 2 people, but some of them have twin beds as well, and a couple have bunk beds.
Well, what about like the walls and everything? Did you redo all this?
So all this has been redone.
Okay.
There are a few more authentic cabooses that we can look at that haven't really been redone on the interior as much.
This one looks like you either new paint job or...
It's had a recent paint job.
Recent paint job, gotcha. Oh yeah. This is a full-on pull-up bar, right?
Yep, that's so when the train's rocking back and forth, you have something to hold on to. And
wow. And this is the cupola.
This is the cupola.
Wow. Can people come up there?
Yeah, they can go up there and sit and look at the crags and drink their coffee.
The crags. Oh, the mountain. Yeah.
Castle Crags.
Okay, I see a slight issue real quick. The windows are
a little cloudy.
Oh, there we go.
But you can open it.
Never mind, I opened it up. We're good to go. Now, what about these cabinets down here? Are they?
They're just storage for the train crew.
Okay.
They're like little closets.
So they actually use them like those. Oh yeah.
And we use it as a closet as well.
Oh, cool.
The kids love this particular caboose because they can climb up in it and go in the closet.
Mark, I'm gonna wait till the Santa Fe is available since people are occupying all the Santa Fe's right now.
Yeah, it might be a while.
Might be a while.
Yeah, they love the Santa Fe's.
Well, it's okay. We've got a nice view of the crags right there, and I hear the creek going by us. When's the snow come in, by the way?
In November or December.
Oh,
It comes
okay.
and goes. It snows here a little off and on. If you go up to Mount Shasta, it snows and stays, and you can ski on Mount Shasta. It's about a 15-minute drive from here.
Nice. Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
You bet.
It was a lot of fun.
Out here at the Railroad Park Resort in Dunsmuir.